Hey, good morning. I am Jimmy, your astute tourist. Good morning to everybody. Hope you're doing well. Today is Tuesday, February 28th. I got to check the date, but good morning. It's 6 a.m., and it's a cold and stormy day here in New England. The weather is nasty. There it is. That's that is the radar. And if you look at that little blue dot, that's where I'm sitting. That's me, that little blue dot. And all this light blue all around it, that's snow. One little open window there you can see. But it closes up quickly. So it is snowing here. It is cold. And I hope you're all doing fantastic in your neck of the woods, as a famous weather guy would say. But yeah, we're doing well. We're bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. We're on time this morning, so let's push your seat backs back, and you put your tray tables down and have your cup of coffee. And you can see I got my J&N Travels mug today, so I'm going to have a sip out of that. Best sip of the day. And yeah, so let's relax and let's have a good day. Good morning to Cindy Catneys, and hopefully that's Cindy and James both. I hope James is feeling better today and having a less painful day than he was yesterday. I know he's not feeling very good, but good morning to my friend in the Mediterranean. My good friend Dawn, she was up live yesterday. I was in it for a little bit. It's tough when I'm at work because we get calls for, our alarms for emergencies. So I'm in and out of those during the day. And good morning to you. It's good to see you, and thank you for coming in. She's got a picture of her weather today, which is sunny, which I have a feeling that's more so than not. In Cyprus, the weather is more sunny than not. I'm guessing, but hey, here's to you guys. Here's to everybody that's coming in and that's been in. Good morning. It's funny, Dawn. You got me in the mood of thinking about starting all our plants. It is today is the last day of February. Tomorrow is March 1st, and it's probably time to start thinking about starting the seeds. We'll get the flowers and the vegetables going. We do a lot of marigolds, as they're a deterrent for some of the pests, and we do just about everything. We do beans and peas, and we do carrots, and we do squash and pumpkins and cucumbers, tomatoes. We do eggplant. We do potatoes. We have an herb garden. What else do we do? I think that's about it. I don't have enough room to do corn. Corn needs a lot of space, but we don't have the space for that. So Don says, I was just about to go and transplant growings from my indoor growing, but it was time for Mr. Jimmy. Well, thank you. Yeah, you got me thinking about that. I know Colleen is traveling today. Her flight hopefully made it off the ground and without any problem. In this snowstorm, it's not a crazy storm, but you know, flying in bad weather is not always good. So hopefully, they're gonna get off the ground okay and have a safe flight. So, do I grow or does Mrs. Jimmy do it? We both do it. Colleen's got more of a green thumb than I do. When it comes to vegetables, she does it. I do the flowers. I do the shrubs. I'm more of the ornamental planting guy. I spent several years working as a landscaper and owned my own grounds maintenance company. One of the nice things about being a firefighter is I have other time to be able to moonlight. So I owned my own grounds maintenance company, so that had me planting shrubs and planting flowers and beautifying people's yards and outdoor areas. Excuse me. So that's what I did. Colleen is more of the food planter, but we do it together. Let's see. I'm sharing up the link here. If anybody wants to come on the panel, please do. Yesterday I forgot all about it. But come on up if you want. But like I said, we plant all kinds of stuff. We have a big herb garden. We do root vegetables, and we do Brussels sprouts, and we do broccoli, and we do green beans. We do peas, pumpkins, eggplant, tomatoes, and peppers. Trying to think of all the things that we end up growing. But this year, we need to, our planter beds need some help. So we're rebuilding them. We're going to be turning the soil over like we do every year. And hopefully I won't get those pesky tomato hornworms. We were talking about that in Dawn's live yesterday. If you grow tomatoes, you know what I'm talking about. I was reading an article yesterday, though. If you see a tomato hornworm with little white, like almost look like cocoons on them, they say not to remove them because those are a predator for the worm itself, and it's a parasitic wasp that lays its eggs. It lays its eggs inside the worm and eats it from the inside out. So usually I'll pull them off and I'll kill them. But they say if you see it with those on it, don't do it. Don't do it. So let's see. I'm going to show you that right now. This is what I'm talking about. Look at those guys. You see that? So that's the tomato hornworm, and they're pretty gross looking. I don't think they bite or anything, but they can decimate your tomato plants, and they blend in really well. So if you have tomatoes and they begin to mature, the plants themselves, you really want to do a good once over on the plant until you find them. And what I do is I usually pull them off, and then I just crush them. Or when we had the chickens, I would feed them to the chickens. They enjoyed those. It was a nice little tomato plant flavored treat for them, I guess. But they're kind of goofy looking and a little intimidating. They have that horn on the back of their tail, but I don't think it's like a stinger or anything. It's just how they look. So Dawn says she's going to do a video on that just for me. Awesome, thank you. And you have them too. Yeah, I think they're all over the world. They grow into they call it a hawk moth. Once they build their cocoon, and then the metamorphosis begins, and they become a hawk moth. But crazy looking thing. So we were talking about that yesterday, and there's all kinds of things, especially when you grow plants. And for those of you that do, they're like your babies, and you want to take good care of them. Because the yield is, that's the prize at the end, right? nice juicy ripe tomatoes or peppers or the cucumbers or whatever it is you're growing. You work hard all year, and that's something that you want to take care of, so that you can enjoy the benefit of the harvest at the end of the season. You have them as it looks like coffee grains on the leaves. Okay. Yeah, and they'll chew the plants up, man. You'll go out one day and all the leaves will be gone. You should see the colors of one of our hornworms. Are they green or are they different color? Good morning, Shirley. How are you? Thank you for coming in, my friend. Pebbles and Kit like to eat the hawk moth. They look real meaty. I bet. I don't think I would enjoy it. Thank you, my friend. Yes, smash the like button if you guys come in. We got 5 in the house today. It is Tuesday. It's February 28th, the last day of February, which we're getting closer to spring here in this part of the world, this hemisphere. I know some of our other friends are getting closer to the fall for them, or their fall. But we're getting ready. But like I said, let's take a look at it again. We're getting snow here. Surely you must be getting the snow. I'm betting still getting the snow. There it is. I got to refresh the map. But there it is. As it refreshes, that little blue dot is me. And let's look at where Shirley's at. Let's see. I need to move things over here. That way I can manipulate this. Let's see. What is this big thing? Okay. There's where Shirley lives, right there. How's the weather there, Shirley? This is where you live. What part of Newfoundland are you in? St. John's. So you're right over here. Yeah. How's the weather there? Has it been snowing? Pretty a sunny day, freezing outside. Okay. Good, I'm glad, because you guys have been getting nailed with the snow. It's been a real snowy winter for some people. For us, I mean, we've been pretty lucky, so that blue dot is about where I'm at. So you can see here's the state of Maine. Right here is Vermont. So Vermont looks like an upside down New Hampshire in a way. New Hampshire this is the northern section of New Hampshire here. It goes into Canada. This is Canada right here. Here's Montreal. I'm about a 4-hour trip to Montreal. Massachusetts is right here. Rhode Island and Connecticut. So this is New England right here. And that's where I come to you live from, New England. Good morning, Bone Tired Travelers. How are you, my friends? Thank you for coming in today. I do appreciate you guys dropping by and saying hello. It is early. And it says, and where? I don't understand. Do you live in New England? Where are you from? Oh, it'll be 82 here. Yeah, you're not in New England, are you? It'll be 82 there today. I'm at work still. Okay. So you work third shift? I take it. We are here. I'm glad you are, my friend. I appreciate you coming in. I hope you've had a good evening at work today. And so I keep looking at, I have it up on my iPad, so I always see the chat ahead of time before I end up seeing it in on my computer screen. Lost the chat for a bit there. My computer is bad. Yeah, my computer's been doing some funky stuff too. I started doing an update on it. Hopefully that'll take care of it. I had downloaded DaVinci Resolve to try to use it, but once I downloaded it, my computer started doing some weird stuff. So I got rid of it, and I'm going to update it, and I'll probably end up getting it again. Does anybody use DaVinci Resolve for your video editing? Right now I use Adobe Premiere Pro. I really like it, but it can be, how would you say, wonky, I guess. Sometimes it'll freeze up. Sometimes it does some funky stuff. Funky and wonky. But some folks were saying try out Adobe Premiere Pro. Hey, look who is here. We have a new person in the chat. Good morning, Daniel. How are you? Danny just got back from Aruba, and you came home to all this cold, nasty, snowy weather. Dan lives in New Hampshire. He lives over going towards the Maine border. Excuse me. But it's good to see you, my friend. Thank you for coming in. I haven't had you in one of my live streams, but I'm glad you're here. It's good to see you, my friend. And you are in Mississippi. Very good. The weather's obviously warm there in Mississippi. Someday I'll get to Mississippi. I think I've traveled through it. I don't know if I've actually stayed there. Good morning. Chet and Robin are here. It's good to see you guys from Sea Lake Journeys. Anybody wants to put their links in the chat, please do. We do this every day where we talk about sharing and helping each other out. We're one big family. It takes a village here. Let's support each other. If you haven't been over to somebody's channel, this is what you do. Let's do it the right way. Let's watch a video, a full video. And like I say, everybody has different varying lengths of videos, 3 minutes to 30 minutes. Pick whichever one you want or what topic you're interested in. Watch the full video. It's important. Watch the whole thing. Leave them a legitimate comment. Leave them a comment that has something to do with the video. Let them know that you watched it. Tell them what you like or what you don't like about what they did, or if it's a recipe, you may not like some of the ingredients, whatever it is. Leave a legitimate comment. And then, if you feel so inclined, go ahead and subscribe to their channel. So we don't sub for sub here, but we're all friends, and we certainly do want to support each other. So check that out and help each other out. Dawn, my moderator extraordinaire, she's posting everybody's links. She put Danny's up there. Danny doesn't have any content yet. Danny, we got to get you going and get you starting to make some videos. I know you just came back from Aruba. You must have some videos of that. And it doesn't take much to do any editing. You can do it right on your phone. Or, if you have an iPhone, you can use iMovie or any of those. And there's some free editing apps out there. You should do some editing and then put your videos out there. If anything, it's a good legacy for the kids to go back and look at. So it's good to see you too, my friend. And have a good day at work. Don't work too hard, okay? I'm going to work on that. I'll make sure he gets some content up, so... Robin and Chet, here's their link. So yeah, just go ahead and help each other out. So you're quite welcome, my friends. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. I know it's early. So and for those who are going to be up on the live streams for a good portion of the morning, they do a live stream every morning at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So head on over to Sea Lake Journeys at 8 EST, and you can catch those folks live. I watched Robin yesterday. She was solo yesterday. She had her solo live. But we watched her. She did a great job. I know she said she wasn't used to doing it by herself, but I think she did a fantastic job. So, Chet, watch out. She may decide to just push you off to the edge and do them all by herself. So, but no, we did miss you yesterday, but she did a fantastic job. So look for them at 8 o'clock, and then CME Travels at 8:30, I believe. I haven't really looked at the schedule today, so if I'm not correct, let me know. But there are usual players in the mornings is Sea Lake Journeys at 8, CME at 8:30, and then Ava Potterfield and Friends comes up. Chet says he's holding her back. Oh, that's awesome. All right. Thank you for coming in. Have a good day. Get some sleep, and we'll see you again, my friend. Thanks a lot. I appreciate you coming in. So, yeah, 8 o'clock, Sea Lake Journeys at 8 EST. 8:30 at CME Travels. 9 o'clock, Ava Potterfield and Friends. She's up at 9. And then tomorrow at 10:30 is our good friend New Beginnings, My Everyday Life in Rural Cyprus. So tomorrow is Wednesday, and Dawn will have her live stream. She does hers twice a week, Mondays and Wednesdays, and she brings you what's happening across the globe over in the Mediterranean, and shows us what life is like living in Cyprus, over there by Greece in that area. So beautiful, beautiful country out there. Someday I will make my way over there, and like I told you, Dawn, I'm gonna surprise you. I'll be banging on the door. I'll be like I told you. I'll be dressed up like something out of Oliver, or all holy pants, and looking like a ragamuffin, banging on the door and asking if I could have some a cocktail. Hopefully, I'll get there at cocktail hour. Hey, here's to you. It is Cup of Joe. It's morning. I'm sporting my J&N Travels cup today. As you can see here, there's Smiley, and it says on it, "Stay young and have fun." That's their motto. So here's to John and Nancy. I saw they've got just about a month left in Florida, and they'll be making their way back here to New Hampshire. Hopefully the snow will be gone by then. And Dawn is posting some links to some of my videos and that. If you haven't been over our channel, check it out. And if you're not a subscriber, we would appreciate it if you like what you see. Come on over. Colleen, like I said, is traveling. She should be airborne right now. She's left out of Boston Logan Airport, and she's heading to Atlanta, Georgia. So she's going to get away from the cold here for a little bit. She's traveling for business, but I told her to make some videos, find something that we can put on the channel, and hopefully she'll bring us back some videos of her travels, and we'll put those up. Good morning, my friend. Chilling Charlie is in the house. How are you, sir? I haven't seen you in a little while. Good morning. I appreciate you coming in. It's good to see you. I usually run into Charlie later in the day. Mr. Dan Anderson is a content creator. He's a guitar player, and I'll run into Charlie over there. He'll be hanging out with Leni Perez and the rest of the gang over there, listening to Dan as he lays down some sweet licks on the guitar. He's a great guitar player. If you haven't checked out Dan Anderson, check him out. He's really great. Yeah, Charlie, it's good to have you in. I appreciate it, sir. It's good to see you. So let's see. Today is Tuesday. Today's a day for me in the field. It's a terrible day for the field. As I'm looking out, it's all gray and snowy out there. The snow is coming down. It's been snowing here for over a week now, off and on. As far as accumulation goes, we've probably got about 8 or 10 inches on the ground, which is not a lot compared, but we've had a mild winter here in New England. How about where you are in the world? Have you all had a mild winter? I know that some people live where the weather is very temperate and warm. My folks live in Florida, and my mother's been telling me that it's been beautiful there. It's been in the 80s every day, no humidity, which is typical for this time of year as far as the humidity goes. I think I would like to be there instead of here. We'll probably start resuming some of our walks once the weather gets a little bit better. We had started doing our live streams last year. I think I started doing them regularly, almost every day. I would get out and I'd take the dog for a walk. But since we adopted a second dog, it's hard for me to wrestle the dogs on the leashes and film myself. So I brought it in the studio. And in the studio we are. It's a lot warmer in here, that's for sure. The temperature outside right now is probably about 30 or in the high 20s. That would be Fahrenheit for us folks that live in the US of A. Charlie says it's been mild here. It's been a mild one here as far as snow goes, but it sure has been cold. Yeah, we've had the cold. We haven't had a lot of snow. I don't know what the snow totals are so far for the year, but we've probably, if I had to guess, we've probably had 2 feet of snow total. But it's snowed and then melted and then snowed again. And so the doggies are doing fantastic. Sophie has a little bit of an ear infection. We have some medicine we're giving her. It's typical. Her ears they kind of go up and they flap over. So, they're always getting some kind of junk in their ears. But other than that, they're doing fantastic. They're running around and wreaking havoc. I have a water bottle it's just a Poland Springs bottle, but one of those big ones that I used. I'm trying to consume more water daily. And last night I was upstairs here in the studio and I was doing some editing and I hear this crunching and I look over and there's Sophie chewing up my water bottle. So I need a new water bottle, but so her ear infection isn't affecting her at all. She's doing great. And Molly's doing great as well. They get along really well, famously, as they say. Yeah, so thank you for asking. They're doing fantastic. Mr. Paul S. Vines is in the house. Good morning to you. Don't forget to check out PSV Odyssey. Go over to his channel. Paul included us in one of his videos the night before last, Sunday night. He posted, he does a series of what he calls booze news, and he finds cocktail recipes. John, that would be right up your alley there. You could go over and watch some of his, maybe get some ideas for cocktail time. But he included us. We made a whiskey sour of his, and then Colleen and I, he called us guest judges, but that's one of the easiest things I've ever had to judge. It was fantastic. Don't forget to head over to our swag store if you guys are so inclined. We appreciate all the support, but we could definitely use some more. It's how we keep our channel running. Without the generous donations and proceeds from the store, it makes it hard for us to continue to keep going. We over the cruiseathon, we did a bunch of giveaways, and that cost me well over $100 in postage. I don't mind doing it, but we need to be able to to use the proceeds that we get from the channel more than coming out of my own account. So, and you all know how that is. I am not complaining. We want to do more of that. And with your generous support, we can certainly do that. Most of you know, YouTube, we're not getting rich and we're not making a living from it. So any little bit does help. You can also go over to our PayPal, and just look up The Astute Tourist. I don't have the link with me, which I should. Maybe I can look that up in a little while and I'll post that. But if you want to go over to The Astute Tourist store at creator-spring.com, you can get yourself one of our awesome coffee mugs. We have them in white and black. Our T-shirts are there with the old logo. This is the old logo, or the original logo. That'll be our retro shirts, coffee mugs. And I haven't designed anything new yet with the new logo, but there's the new logo. This is our newest sticker. There we go. I always have a hard time with this. This is our newest sticker. So if anybody would like a sticker, send me a request at the astutetourist@gmail.com, and we'll definitely send you guys out a sticker. I mailed out a couple. I only have one of these left. This is the last one. So if you get your request in this morning, the first one will get two of them. You'll get the retro, and you'll get the new one in the mail. Ashley Ratliff yesterday sent us a request, and we put that out in the mail. So she should be getting those in a day or two. So good morning to Cruising on the High Seas and Travel. How are you this morning? I'm glad you came in. We really appreciate you guys dropping by. Let's see who else. Oh, I missed my good friend Najuma. Najuma was one of our prize winners from the Cruisathon. She won a candle, and she did receive it. I hope she's enjoying that. It's good to see you all. Dawn says she likes the old one with the mountains. I like the old one too, but I wanted to mix it up a little bit. You know, you got to try to freshen things up. So this one's certainly not going to go away anywhere. We'll probably keep it as well, but I like the new one. Maybe it's just because I made it, but yes, you certainly can have a sticker. So just send me your address at theastutetourist@gmail.com, and we'll get those out in the mail to you. That is something we don't mind doing at all. And we're actually have gone international, believe it or not. I had a gentleman from Bangladesh request some of our stickers. So we are now international. Imagine that. But there you go. So yeah, send us your address at theastutetourist@gmail.com, or send us anything. Send us a hello. You want to tell us how we're doing. I like constructive criticism. Let us know what you like. Let us know what you don't like, and we'll certainly work on that. So what's going on? Let's see. Traveling coming up for us. So Colleen's on the road right now. Like I said, she's on the road for business, but hopefully they're going to take a little time for themselves, her and her sister, and do a little bit of some astute tourist stuff, and it'll bring back some videos of her travels down to Atlanta, Georgia. That's one city I haven't been to yet. I've driven through Georgia several times, but never really stopped other than for gas or a pee break or a cup of coffee. So I'll have to get down to Georgia one day and check that out. Check out the swag store. Thank you. And for us, Colleen and I, at the end of March, we're going to be traveling to Florida. we're flying down and we're going to see my folks. My mom and dad live down there. And we're going to try to hook up with John and Nancy before they have to leave. I know they're leaving, I think their last day down there is March 25th. And they'll be heading back north. So I'll try to meet up with them for an afternoon or a morning, maybe some coffee or some lunch or something. And then from where my folks live, which is close to where John and Nancy are, we're going to head over to the West Coast. Over to Bonita Springs, Naples, Fort Myers. We're going to spend 4 nights over there. My best friend lives in Bonita Springs. We're going to go hang out with him and do some sightseeing, maybe go to the beach. We're also going to look at some property. We're looking at possibly investing in some real estate. So it's kind of a threefold trip. Visit with the folks, visit with friends, and do some business. So that's coming up at the end of March. Then throughout the rest of the year, there's not a whole lot planned. We kind of go on the fly. We may be going out to the Finger Lakes of New York, which is wine country. I don't know if anybody's familiar with that area. Watkins Glen is one of the more famous areas there. That's I think they have NASCAR races there, but it's also wine country. And we want to go. And I know Chet and Robin, we're going to go out and check out some wine out there. So hopefully we can make some videos of that. What else are we doing this summer? I know in September we'll be visiting the Great White North of New Hampshire. We'll be spending a month of weekends there, coming back, working the week, and then going up on the weekends. So the live streams will be coming to you from up there. What else? Throughout the summer, we'll go to Maine. Oh, I've been talking about doing the Freedom Trail in Massachusetts. That's in Boston. We'll also go to Lexington and Concord. That's where the shot heard round the world began. I don't know if you remember from your school studies. Don't fire till you see the whites of their eyes. That supposed line or quote started there in Lexington and Concord, and that's in Massachusetts. That's where that all began. Good morning, Lillian. How are you, Lily? Okay, you sent me an email. I'll look at it. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. So we'll be doing that. Maybe doing some restaurant and food tours down there. There's Faneuil Hall Marketplace, the Old North Church, the Green Dragon Tavern. There's a lot of history down there. We'll go to a cemetery and we'll look at some of the where some of the patriots are buried. If you haven't figured it out yet, I'm a big history fan, especially U.S. history. Growing up here in New England, this is the birthplace of our nation, so there's a lot to see here. So we'll be doing that. And then in October, and I'll continue to keep talking about this, we're going on a group cruise. It'll be our first group cruise. It's the Booze Cruise in October over Halloween. Sailing on the Carnival Glory. Sails out of New Orleans or NOLA. And that's a Halloween cruise. That's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking so much forward to it. And that's right, Bone Tire Traveler says, we're only 244 days from the Booze Cruise. I can't wait myself. Now, I keep saying this, so I'm so excited for this cruise and to meet you all, but I don't want to rush it too much because it's only February, and we have so much to do before the fall comes. But yeah, that's exciting. I can't wait. We're going to fly into New Orleans probably the Friday before. I'm going to get the earliest flight we can out of here. That way we can get into New Orleans early and spend Friday and Saturday meeting up with the folks that coming in either Friday. I know that Mike Clock from Clock Family Adventures, they're going to be hopefully doing the same thing. So we'll meet up with him on Friday and anybody else. And then Saturday, I know they're having the actual group meetup, which will be a lot of fun. And spend some time in New Orleans, eat some great food, maybe go over to Jackson Square, Cafe Beignet, I don't know, there's all kinds of stuff there. The World War II Museum is there. We went there a few years ago. That's awesome. If you like history, who knows what we're going to do. So, one thing Mike and I are going to do is we're going to time-lapse video the trolley. I think that'd be kind of cool to have. So you did the Halloween on the Valor last year. Yeah, we sailed on the Valor in 2020. Wasn't for Halloween, though. I forget what time of year we went. I think it wasn't towards the fall, but yeah, I'm looking forward to it. That sounds like a lot of fun. People are saying hi to each other. We'll be driving the day before. We live 3 hours from port, but we're OCD about missing the ship, right? I mean, that's why we're flying in early. We would normally fly in a day before, but just because we like New Orleans and we want to spend some time there, we're going to come in a couple days ahead of time. We last time we were in town there, we stayed at a place called the Prince Conti Hotel. And it was really nice, and I think it's in the French Quarter. It was really nice. It's a lot of fun. They have this really cool, that's called the Bombay Club. It's a cool kind of almost like a men's club looking bar with big leather seats and lots of wood, and it's a great time. Me too, Paul. I love the Valor. Being somewhat of a patriot myself, being on the Valor is pretty cool because they got all kinds of busts of presidents and colored red, white, and blue lights and everything. It's pretty cool. Make time to go to the World War II Museum. It's so big, too. I didn't realize how big it was. But we went there, and honestly, I didn't make too many videos, so I need to go back, spend a couple hours, and do some really good video taking. It is a lot of fun. Drunken Chef Barbecue is in the house. Good morning, my friend. Good morning to you, and thank you for coming in. I do appreciate your support. Hope all is well with you. I hope it's warm where you're at. Today we're enjoying snow. It's snowing. Oh, yes, it's gray and snowing outside. Snow is coming down. But it is wintertime in New England, so that's what it does. But I'm glad you all came in today. Having a good time. I hope you got some sort of beverage with you, whatever you enjoy in the morning, whatever you like. Hot, cold, clear, full of sugar and whatever else. I drink my coffee black. That's how I like it. And I enjoy coffee pretty much until about 10, 11 o'clock. I take a break. And then at 3 p.m. every afternoon, every weekday afternoon, my subordinate firefighters make me another pot of coffee, and then we all sit down around the table and we chat and see how their day is going, and we enjoy another cup of coffee together. So it's a good time. It's a good time to break bread and that. So a little chilly this morning, not too bad though. Well, I hope it warms up for you. Everybody's saying hi to everybody else. So that's what we got going on for travel so far. We may be traveling when we get back. One last camping trip in November, but we'll see. It all depends on the weather. It gets cold here, starting right in October, November. So as far as using the RV, am I back? We disappeared. I don't know what's going on. We're having some issues with the signal, but Hopefully we're back. Looks like we froze up a little bit. Hopefully I'm back. Doesn't look like it though. It looks like we froze. Gotta love the weather here. Gotta love the weather here in New England. It's affecting the signal. The signal's been wonky here as well. But I'm gonna keep going. Well, you guys can check us out of the replay. Hopefully it's you can still hear me. Give me a 1 in the chat. Put the number 1 in there if you can hear me at least. If not, I'm going to keep going. We got another 15, 14 minutes or so before the... okay, you can hear me, but I'm frozen. Hopefully it'll fix itself. But I'll keep talking. And we'll... At least those that come in for the replay will be able to see me. So that'll be about it. We'll put the RV to bed in the fall because pipes will freeze in that. So... it's out there right now, plugged into the trickle charger. I can't wait to get some warm days where the nights stay above freezing, and then I can open it up and get it ready for the season. I don't know if we have any RVers in the group here, but if we do, it's so cold here, I'm frozen. Oh, it looks like I'm back. I don't know if we have any RVers in the group here, but we bought the RV a couple of years ago, and we really like it. It's a lot of fun. It opens up a whole new dynamic for traveling. We went down to Virginia last year with it. Being a history buff, I went to Mount Vernon, and if you don't know what that is, that's where George Washington, our first president, one of our founding fathers, that's where his house was. We visited that and did some touristy things. He has a whiskey distillery. Excuse me. He has a whiskey distillery there. And we were able to sample some of the wares and actually come home with a couple bottles. So it's very good. Traditional American style whiskey. It's not aged. It's clear. Looks like vodka, but it's not. It's whiskey. But we took the RV down there, and that was a lot of fun. So we hope to do some more of that this year. Like I said, I know that Colleen wants to head out to wine country this year, and that's in New York. So that's probably about 4 or 5 hours, 5.5 hours from us, depending. And who knows where else we'll take the RV. We kind of do spur of the moment trips. I know we're going to be going back to Maine. There's a campground up there that I think we actually booked into. Colleen would know better. She takes care of the logistical stuff. I'm kind of she's the brains and I'm the brawn of the organization here. She takes care of all that clerical stuff, which she's really good at, and I take care of the packing, the driving, the heavy lifting. Thank you, Dawn. Thank you so much. Yeah, we do have a video, I think. I did a live stream where I did a little tour of the RV, our land yacht, the Astute Express. It's a 36-foot Fleetwood Southwind. It's pretty big. It's got 3 bump outs, 3 slides as they call them. It sits on a Ford F550 chassis. It's got a V10 engine. It's got an Allison transmission. And it's a 2007, but it's still in really great shape. And for Colleen and I, it was a dream of ours to be able to get something like that. An RV of that size, well, back when it was brand new, it was over $150,000. Now something that size would be probably upwards of 175, 180, 190, maybe even 200,000. I don't know. I haven't looked, but they're expensive. But We actually got a really, really good deal on this one. It had 13,000 miles on it when we bought it. The people that we bought it from were the second owners, and they barely used it. So I think we paid $45,000 for it. And I'm still paying for it, but we love it. And that was a steal in my book. Most of the RV people that we know said that we got a really, really good deal on it. So we're happy. We're happy with it. And as long as we take good care of it, I'm sure it will continue to serve us well for several years to come. Who knows? Someday we may get another one. I may want to downsize. 36 feet is pretty big. Pretty long. We'll be towing the Jeep behind it. Yeah, the signal here is terrible. I'm looking at it now. Not sure what's happening. Not sure what's going on, but what can you do? It says we're 720 high def, so that's what I'm set at. But who knows what we got coming in on the modem right now on the router. So is what it is. The weather here is terrible. Anyway, so that's what we got going on for this year. Of course, once the snow's gone, it's tiki bar season. Anybody like tiki? Tiki, tiki. Tiki, tiki. I've done a video on the tiki bar, and we enjoy the tiki bar, believe me. We hang out when the good weather begins here, and we'll hang out and we make some fruity drinks, and we celebrate it. We play island music, and it's a good place to come and pretend that you're on the island. All right, Lily, I'll check out your email when I'm done. Thank you. We hang out there and we pretend that we're on the island. It's we call it Tiki Jim's Dockside. It's really not a dock, and it's not beside any water, but we do pretend, and it's a lot of fun. It's not your typical tiki bar, I think. So Dawn had put up the link for coffee and a tour of the RV, and check that out. Thank you, Dawn, for doing that. And we also have there's a video out there that I think I did a live from the tiki bar. In fact, I know I did, so you can check that out too. It's in the long list of lives that we've done if you're interested in that. We'll probably come live. I want to do a live out there when we actually have folks over. But I have to be careful with that. You know how that goes. You start to have people over there that are maybe indulging. They get crazy. People get crazy. But it's still a lot of fun. So, there it is. Dawn just posted the link to that. So, yeah, if you want to check that out, I'd appreciate it. And if you do check out any of our videos, don't forget to comment, like, and comment. And that helps us out as well. Don't forget our swag store. You can check that out. I'm going to go to find the link to the PayPal, and we can put that up. I would be remiss if I didn't do my own self promotion here. So, oh boy, I have to. It's a two-stage authentication to sign in. So, it's if you go to PayPal and look up the Astute Tourist, you'll find us, and we appreciate anything you can do. Of course, we do accept super chats, super stickers, super likes, all that stuff, super thank yous. We accept all of that stuff, and the proceeds that we do receive support the channel. Everything I put back into the channel, it's not buying me lunch, or it's not helping Colleen and I pay the light bill. We don't use it for that. It's all goes back to the channel. So we'd appreciate that. Your support is much appreciated, and no amount is too small. So thank you for that. So we're getting close to the end. I think we're going to end here just a little bit earlier. We got some mail, and I'm going to open that up. We're going to do a mail call video. So this came in the mail, and we'll reveal what that is. I'll probably do the video tonight, but tonight or tomorrow, and then we'll post that up. It'll be a short one, but we rarely get mail, so I wanted to do a mail call video like other folks do. So, there you go. I'm definitely going to have to go to Cyprus now just so I can buy this girl a drink. She takes good care of me. She's a good moderator. I appreciate it, Dawn. I appreciate you very much. There's our PayPal link. If you feel so inclined, go ahead. And like I said, no amount is too little. It helps us out. And as you know, doing this kind of stuff, it's not free. So anyway, so there's that. Check out our swag store. Also, go to my banners. Don't forget Helping Hands for Cruising, since we're talking about donating. helpinghandsforcruising.org. They help raise money to provide a dream cruise vacation for folks that may not be able to either afford it or maybe have some sort of physical ailment and they didn't think they could do it, or because of their ailment they can't afford to do it. So it provides a super dream vacation, cruise of a lifetime for folks out there that may not be able to do it. So there's their website and their link, and help them out as well. As you know, Kenneth Oakes, he was the first recipient, and he doesn't stop talking about the cruise. So we know that it's made quite a long-lasting memory for Kenny. And Cindy and James Catanese will be going on the next one, along with Kicking It Country. That is Scott and Amber. They're going as well, so it'll be a good time for them. So I want to thank everybody for coming in. I appreciate it. Don't forget PMA, Positive Mental Attitude. PMA will definitely save your day. And when I tell you that it works, it really does, because I'm living proof. Have a positive thought every day, positive affirmations. Love yourself. Look at yourself in the mirror. And you are the greatest, and be the best that you can be. Don't forget to make a difference in somebody else's life. If you smile at them, that could make their day, because you never know what is going on in someone's world. We see people every day. And all the people that we see, some of them may not be having a good day. So you could just make their day by smiling at them. Pay it forward, buy them a coffee in line at the coffee shop. Those are all good things. You could just certainly make somebody's day. That's the positive stuff we're talking about. Don't forget the flag behind me, Old Glory, red, white, and blue. I respect and love my flag. And no matter what country you're from, remember that you need to respect your flag. It's the symbol of the folks that protect freedoms and your safety. They've put their safety on the line every day. Those that have come before us, those present, and those that will be coming, they're out there, especially the ones of obviously today, are out there every day protecting our freedoms and our security. So think about the first responders and think about that flag. So that is going to do it for me. I hope everybody had a good time, and I hope you had a good day. Don't forget Sea Lake Journeys coming up at 8 o'clock EST. CME travels at 8:30, and then 9 o'clock it's Aaron Potterfield and Friends. Check them out. Those are good friends of mine. And remember, we want to support each other. This is it takes a village here. So head on out at 8 o'clock, starting with Sea Lake Journeys, 8:30 with CME Travel, and then 9 o'clock with Ava Potterfield. See, there's my New England accent. Ava Ava Potterfield and Friends at 9 o'clock. So I appreciate you guys. I want to wish everybody peace and love from deep down in my heart. My name is Jimmy. I'm your astute tourist, and we'll see you all later. Bye-bye.